Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dice Rolls, and Dumbasses. I'm your Dungeon Master, Tyler, and today I'm joined by
Just
Mark
the reasons. For both sorcerer.
and Keegan playing,
Anu Papalao, the Torlock.
and...
Here.
Oh, sorry, Allison.
Okay.
I forgot who didn't have a name.
You
Forgot her name. How dare you?
forgot my name. How dare you?
No. And the character doesn't have a name.
Here. Apparently, I don't have one too. All right. I don't know it's Jim, the Fairy Bro. Now we're getting back on track. Or I keep calling this Jim. I might as well call myself something else as I know.
My social security number is blah 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 blah.
And we have Brendan playing...
Hey.
Zuldan and Anelium.
And John playing... They're trying to break me this week.
Gosh, Moonblade, Ruin Knight, Sorcerer,
And
Kobold.
finally we have Mark II playing...
The Wizard.
Frog fucker?
Frog fucker of the Brandywine fucker.
Frog fucker? Hey, I'd like to go to sign up for frog fucking podium, please. With only $69.99.
Order in the realm.
Okay.
Okay, looping back to D&D. Last time, our party continued facing off against a band of highwaymen. And then, after some really, really wonky time magic, they had suddenly slain them all.
We also
but-
got their instruments. Yay!
Yes, after a lot of fighting, killing, looting, and some mutilating of goblins, our party had successfully stopped this and reached the kingdom of Stonehaven, where they had a conversation with one of the knights of the octagonal table, as Vosh had decided the best action for a kobold was to walk straight up to the keep, asking for answers.
Yep.
And they had organized an audience for themselves
And
with
very truthful.
the remaining members of the Knights of the Octagonal Table, as they felt Vosh's actions in approaching them were sincere, and wished to see if the party had any ideas as to a weakness of this dragon, and any kind of ways they could defeat it to save the kingdom. And with a click, that is where we kick off today. You guys have made it to Stonehaven, and you have an audience with the Knights of the Realm set for early tomorrow. But for now, you guys are here in the kingdom. Now with a map ready, you can see the different districts of the city.
Where's the map all?
I am definitely.
He's got it.
Oh, right.
I am definitely going to the library and
Yeah, so
starting
you're
to work
looking
on
for a
my
library.
2 scrolls. I need about 6 hours to do both of them.
Oh, sorry, and one more thing for the reference of the viewers. After last episode, the party did also level up, as they had defeated the highwaymen and some personal milestones had been completed for Jaster. So they are now level 5. And so that's where you guys want to pick up. You want to look for a place to study. So you had asked around last time, and you had found that in the southwest district of the city, there was an area called the Stone Tablet Library.
Right.
And I think you guys had also heard about an inn called Ye Old Pear.
Oh, great. I'm just pleased there's not a lot of yodeling.
Which is where we were heading anyway, so.
Yeah, so you guys were seeking out that inn in the southwest district. I can mark off if you want it. Then, what were you guys going to do otherwise? Was there anything anyone else wanted to do, or just heading towards that inn?
Unless there's a place for me for a holy cleric like me.
There's got to be a church in town, I assume. It's a big city.
You could look around.
I'm guessing there's quite a few.
Well, if there's a good forge, I can see if I can tinker with some stuff.
There you go.
So that's
Maybe find myself
you
some
guys
tinkering
have this
tools for myself.
downtime. So we're trying to find equipment. So I mean, where are you guys? Are you guys heading to the inn first?
Yeah, I'd say
I can head to the inn first, and then
in
later
first, so
on
we
I-
can get our stuff situated there, and then go our ways to.
I was going straight to the library. I'm going to get on at least one of those.
You want to crack into just going, okay, meet you there. Anyone else splitting off with Frog or just heading to the inn? Anyone interested in the library?
I might go a little bit later.
Library too, actually. I wanna.
Yeah, I want to go there and do some more research on the dragons.
In my dream, did it look like a library with an individual?
The place you were meeting? No. It looked more like an office of some sort.
An office. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's too much. That's too little to go on then.
He's a
Yeah.
Irish businessman.
Okay. Does the library have a book about gems?
There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
I think I'll go. I'll go with him because I want to see if I can find anything on dragons. I want to see if I can search for some more weaknesses in there
Alright, so
that I
far,
already don't know of.
most of you want to go to the library then, or 3 for 6?
Library.
What is the stone tablet?
Oh, that is the library.
Okay, stone tablet.
They're both evocation spells, so they'll take 3 hours each and 75 gold each.
You have materials.
Yeah.
So, okay. It sounds like you guys are heading to a library. Draft, are you still heading to the inn? Or?
I was going to go to the end, yeah.
Alright, so you wanted to try and get it situated on a room.
I might as well get everything situated before I go to the church.
So you want to go to the inn. And the rest of you want to go to the library.
Yep.
So,
'Cause I want to get some information.
we'll split off into the city as you guys head through. Keep the map
The Raven
more
Queen
simple.
guy and the cleric are all heading.
Yes.
Say me.
So,
And dragon.
yes, we have the
And a
cleric.
kobold.
The cleric,
And a robot.
kobold. A cleric, a kobold, an Aesmond, a grumpy gnome begin to make their way through the city to
Walk
the
into a
library.
library. Sounds like a start
so-
to a freaking joke.
If you guys follow directions from the central area where you were previously, you'd be led west along this series of aqueducts. Large, open, flowing space of water. You see there's some bridges built you could walk over. You'd pass a couple of them, but as you hit this third bridge, you'd see before you this large stone tower built up quite high in the city. You'd see atop it glows a magical seeming blue gemstone.
Oh.
Hey.
Where is this?
Where's it at?
So that's where you guys are passing towards the stone tower.
Oh,
So you'd be making your way over there. You'd all still be walking together as you'd still be on the way to the inn. And you'd find yourselves out front where you see a intricately carved in a stone centerpiece above a large doorway is the stone tablet. So you guys head in and split ways here.
yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So, two of you will continue through the city towards Yield Pear. And the 4 of you that are walking into the library we first see. As you come in, you did get here at a pretty reasonable time that day, probably middle of the afternoon. So as you come in, you'd hear it's a bit louder than you'd expect for a library. You see there's a small group of children, a few causing trouble, making noise in the back of the library, while a human woman is trying to keep them settled down as they're going through some kind of a class. You see one of the little kids is just being a little shit, shooting spitballs from the back, while the other 2 are trying to hold back laughter.
Yeah, boy.
It's like that thing kids do where they're trying not to laugh, but because the other one's trying not to laugh, they're just busting out laughing in the background.
I'm saying my mom is still like that.
And you'd see sitting at a large, finely made wooden podium near the entrance is a very old-looking dwarven man. You see he's got very long gray beard, braided. He's got these black and gold robes. And he looks like he's just dozing off a bit at the podium. and he keeps stirring awake every time the kids bust out with laughter, letting out a stern shh. What do you guys do?
Set up away from the kids.
Yeah, right.
So you just walk on by the old man, just find somewhere to set up and start looking through. I'd say, Frog, with your intelligence as a wizard, you begin looking through, checking out a few books, and very quickly are able to make out, without any assistance, the organizational pattern of the library, where you can find relevant materials. The only thing you probably have to do is wake the grumpy old man to buy any materials you needed.
I'll do that.
Oh. Somebody new in town, huh?
Yes.
I need to buy some materials to transfer some spells.
Oh, some fine parchment inks?
Yes.
Oh, of course, I could set you up. What circle of spells are you trying to copy?
Evocation, 3rd level.
Oh, I see, yes.
And I have 2.
2 of them. Oh, wonderful. So you should need... And he begins rummaging through. You'll see he goes behind this desk towards a series of cabinets. And he'll actually pull out a key that you see unlocks this drawer. You see a bit of a flash as some kind of magic is dispelled. And begin pulling out these fine magical parchments and these enchanted inks. And he'll bring them out to you. Yes, you had said it was 2 spells of the 3rd circle, yes.
Correct.
That should be math. 550, right?
It's actually 150 because I'm able to
Oh,
do it
wait.
with a half price for
You
because
can
they're
do
both
half
evocations.
price. Okay, so what was it normally?
It would be 300 for 2.
I got you. So 150 gold.
Yeah. Plus
Oh.
at half the time. So
Of course. So you just need half the materials. Excellent. So he'll sell these materials to you, have you set up on that, and say, oh, yes, and there's some lovely evocation books near the back. And a point where you were already set up at, you've got like a pack set up there.
thank you, sir. Good luck with those brats.
Oh, yes, the children are quite unruly and easily distracted.
Such is the way.
Yeah.
Speaking of unruly and easily distracted,
Hi.
I imagine as they're in this conversation, Vosh is probably just standing in front of the desk looking around.
Yep.
He's just barely clearing the top of it.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, you startled me.
Sorry about that. I was wondering, do you have any books on dragon weaknesses or at all?
Dragons?
Yeah, I know it's a tender subject for you guys. I'm sorry, but I'm trying my best to learn as much as I can on these on this black dragon that we're going to be facing, hopefully soon.
You guys would see as Vosh is saying this, and there's a bit of a stir as he's a bit taken aback by this. You see the children all kind of look over like, dragons. He's a dragon. Look.
I'm a kobold.
And they just like snap back, get really quiet, and start paying attention to their class.
Right, because that's better.
You see he snaps over and they're like, shh, that dragon's gonna get you.
Peace
Um,
on all things.
So then it was also Jim and Hanu that were there. Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to try to find some info on like the Raven Queen, or if I could find any weaknesses on like witches for my little dealio.
Books on witches. That would be a curious one. And were you looking for something, oh my, you're a strange creature.
Yeah, not that strange.
No, but quite unusual to see around here. Are you some sort of fae?
She's pretty strange.
I am not strange. You're the strange one.
Okay, kiddo, stop arguing.
Okay, Flitter.
You're a frog.
So, yes, it's most unusual to see a fae creature. Did you have some business here as well? Oh yes, we have quite the assortment of books on gemstones. What kind were you looking for? Rare earth minerals, sediments, stones,
Yeah, I'm trying to, okay, me and the people player trying to remember the gems that were on the tiara. Were they blue by any
I think we just said it was a jewel encrusted gem.
Yeah,
So I think it was
we were-
a few different kinds of like small but finely crafted gemstones.
Here, okay. Because gem would have pretty much know like every gem, but there's I think there might be one that you might not remember. Maybe that's why I was wondering if they were blue.
I'd say you probably wouldn't be sure with that one.
Okay, so
Like,
alright.
I don't know if there was anything specifically on the gemstones that would have stood out.
There, okay.
So it's just normal like
It just
rubies,
looks
sapphires
it just looks
mixed in.
familiar to her, right?
Yeah, well, definitely like the naming on the back of it is more
Yeah.
what was striking his
Okay.
memories of.
Here,
But
okay.
the design of it feels familiar.
Okay.
So maybe something on jewelry.
Like, okay, do you have a book about like jewelry that has gems in them?
Some kind of a guide to designs of jewelry, the trinkets, or perhaps jewelers.
Yeah, is anything jewelry related?
We would have a small section, and you over to that corner over there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you.
He'll direct you towards a spot. Now you two, the Raven Queen. I think we have a couple of books on study of her worship, but you may have more luck. There is a Church of Shadows in the city. They have an assortment of religions that are studied there. I believe one of them is this Raven Queen. They may have more guidance for you than these books, but there should be a couple of books over there. Should be black, leather-bound, purple accents, typically ravens on the front. It should be right over there. And also direct you away.
Okay, so not here.
Well, there'd be a couple of books, but
Yeah, I'll take a look at those books.
oh, you had said witches.
Yeah, witches. I would say Roanoke,
think-
but I feel like that's going to be a little too.
Specific.
Yeah.
I believe there may have been some kind of book on monsters, and the history of them, hidden away somewhere. Where would that have been? I'm having trouble remembering where I've catalogued it. You may have to search for it yourself, I'm afraid. I can't remember where I've placed that one.
We'll do that.
And for you, you said it was Wash?
Yes, yes, sir.
You're looking for a book on dragons.
Yes. Specifically, right now, a black dragon, seeing as that's the one that we're going up against.
He just kind of looks back appalled as you're saying this. Oh, you're talking about that filthy, tyrannical dragon.
Yes, I am. Me and my fellows here are going to be talking with Sir Prime about this tomorrow morning. About making a plan. I just wanted to get some more information.
Well, I've had this one locked away. I didn't want anyone getting ideas about this, but
Understood.
I suppose, and he'll reach back again to this locked drawer with this magical key, and he's going to pull out a book. This is an all-black book where it has the symbol of a 5-headed dragon on the front of it.
Tiamat. I would
this,
recognize that.
Yes, you would. This book will have a title on it called The Legend of Tiamat.
I'll be like, I recognize that symbol. That's
He is very hesitant as you say you recognize this symbol.
it's just been said through lore and images. But I believe that is Tiamat's symbol.
It is. I didn't want anyone locally to get any ideas about this with the shaky state of the kingdom.
Very understandable.
But if you wish to use this book, please just read it in seclusion.
I will. Thank you very
I
much.
hate for people to get the wrong ideas. Tiamat?
Yeah.
Tiamat.
The 5-headed dragon.
Yes.
Evil.
The mother of even dragons.
Tiamat and Bahamut.
Bahamut is good.
Yes.
Rather have Bahamut anyway. But
Yeah.
Is Bahamut also 5-headed?
No, he's one-headed.
No, he's a platinum
He's a
dragon.
platinum dragon, the most powerful of them all.
Fancy.
But Bahamut is more of a good one.
Yep, good dragon.
I don't know. I mean, who said to your mouth? Not more powerful. Comparable.
They're basically on equal levels. It's like the good
Yeah.
balance of good and
Bahamut
evil.
has like all the main colors,
Yeah.
right?
All the 5
Yeah.
chromatic
The 5
colors.
chromatic colors.
Yes.
Um,
Black, white, green, red, blue. Yeah.
Elements.
So yeah, I would go and take that off into like a dark corner and start.
So I mentioned
skimming
your
through.
dark corner. You start skimming through next to Frog,
I,
hidden behind his stack of papers and books.
yeah. Paper.
Hey, Grunts,
Smoking
keep the
his-
kids away from me.
his cigarette.
Don't worry. I don't think they'll be coming this way.
Good.
So, and sorry, and so you guys are kind of setting up somewhere, reading your books as well. Were you looking for the one book?
Yeah, did you want me to do like an investigation roll?
Yeah, so if you want to do an investigation check,
15.
and say with a 15, you begin scouring around, searching for this book. And you do find the books on the Raven Queen,
Okay.
but you're unable to find this book on
Which is-
these monsters.
Oh, yeah. Like the monster manual?
No, similar. Book on stories of monsters.
Oh.
But so as you and then Gem, you probably find a couple of different books. Some on gemstones specifically, some on mining gemstones, and then some on jewelers who craft sort of fine things from gems. So a couple of historical books about these. Do you know which one you'd want to be looking through?
Probably the jeweler, maybe, since again you did mention there was a name on the back of the tiara. So we'll probably try to look for that.
So you start looking for like the names of jewelers.
Yeah.
Researching that. All right. So from there, we can loop over a tiny bit to Jaster and Zoldan, making their way through the southwest area of town, this common district.
Yeah.
As you start making your way through, you find yourselves coming to a much more close-knit section of buildings. And as you're going through, it's a lot more crowded and bustling as people are just going by in their normal business. As you're going through, could I have some perception checks?
17.
Who knows? Splitting the party's always a fun idea.
That is a 18.
So an 18 and a 17. Or was it 17?
17.
Yes.
We both did good.
So, as you guys are making your way through, you notice a couple of kids, very much dirtier than your average kid, wearing caps similar to frogs.
I'm gonna give some of them some gold actually.
Well, so as you're going to do this, you'd see one of these kids darts by, nicking the coin purse off a man's hip, and then begins darting into an alleyway.
Like they look like they're starving and all that.
They definitely look like street toughs. Some kind of urchins.
You're not bothering?
Not me.
I might as well go out and see what I can do.
So you want to follow the street urchin into the alleyway?
Guess I'll follow through now.
I might as well see what will happen. Besides, I take pity on these kind of individuals. As a cleric, it's my job.
I also cast Minor Illusion, and as the kid dips down the alleyway, it's going to be a loud scream.
So you make a loud screaming noise appear from behind him?
Yep.
So you see the kid sort of turns around to look at this scream as Zoldan starts walking his way towards him. He pauses for a second, just as he was about to disappear around a corner. And Zoldan, you come eye to eye with this young boy. He's a young human boy, brown hair, very overgrown, dirty look to his face and clothes.
Does he look like? Do I hear like a grumbling from his stomach and all that?
I would say not from here. You're like maybe 30, 40 feet from him.
I'm just gonna be the nicest individual. Like I put on a graceful smile and all that, just being the nicest individual. Like trying to find money to feed your family or feed yourself.
The kid looks towards you, looks you up and down, and says, "Oh, yes, I am. It's really unfortunate. You see, my father, he's very unwell."
Can I inside him at this point?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, very much
Please
so.
do. Please
Very,
do.
very smart.
Wouldn't be lying.
Oh gosh, that is a 10.
A 10. So, he seems pretty sincere.
Does he want to roll insight?
As far as I know, Jester, did you go into the alleyway, or were you just making noise as sort of distraction, lingering back?
I was just drawing attention to him, basically.
Oh wait, I wanted to cast guidance on myself before I rolled.
Unfortunately, you didn't. But you could now.
Can I roll?
So, I mean, you're talking to him now. So, I mean, if you cast the spell while you're talking to him, it's obvious hand gestures and glow of golden light on you. But he just sort of turned towards you back. You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
No, I'm not. I have no. I understand if you were. I understand if you were very, very hungry.
Oh, you're so kind. I'll remember this. Thank you. And he's going to go to run off.
Minor illusion to try to change the position of the alleyway.
Wait, so what are you doing?
I don't know if I can.
So it's a small illusion, like a
Yeah.
5-foot space, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Before you leave, I was going to give him
In a
gold.
30-foot range, so he's a little farther off.
Before you was. Oh, sorry.
So if you're like creeping towards, you have to get towards the alleyway and closer than Zoldan is to affect it.
So, but before he leaves, can I do something?
Yeah. So you're
Before
trying to call him over.
before he leaves, like I throw 5 gold on the ground for him.
You pitch gold on the ground.
Just 5 gold.
Yeah, he is going to immediately turn around and go, "Oh, sir, you're too kind, too kind." And he is going to go to reach towards this gold and blow on a whistle as he does.
Oh, jeez. Roll initiative.
Yeah, that'd be a good point for rolling initiative. From Jaster
Never
and
go
from
into a dark
Zoldan.
alley.
Well, at least I actually was. At least we might have a problem.
What idiots blowing a whistle out there.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to read about this thing.
Oh, they're pretty far from you guys. Like, too far for you to really intervene on this one.
You're in the library.
Yeah, we could hear nothing. We need to get some.
I'm not going to kill them though. I don't want to do that. They're just children.
Just incapacitated.
It is a kid. You can always attack, incapacitating.
Simple spells.
Certain spells, yeah, you definitely can't.
That is a 16.
A 16 through Zoldan.
Zap.
And what did you get for Jaster?
16.
16 also.
Damn.
Higher dex. So you both 3 decks? No, Jaster's higher.
Yeah, but before I do, like, you really want to do this? And
Well, all you've seen as of right now. So I did say roll initiative, but at the moment it's just the kid is scrambling to pick up these coins and blows on this little like penny whistle. So nothing's really happened at this point, other than him scrambling for these coins and picking them up and then blowing this whistle. I'm rolling some
I'm
dice.
trying to
Don't
be
mind me.
My character's trying to be nice, and it seems like I'm getting hurt.
That's what happens sometimes, especially in a big city.
Yeah.
Nobody's done anything to you yet.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet. We don't know. I mean, if there's a bunch
He's
of
just
kids,
whistling to signal his friends. He's got gold to
adults
share
would
with
be able
them.
to whoop that.
So, Jaster, you're the first person to respond. You see the kid blows this whistle. Oh, you haven't seen anything else happen as of yet.
Should be like the
Oh,
gesture
dude.
thing now.
Chop his face off.
Oh no.
I still have to. No.
It's a kid.
Just gonna pretty much keep an eye out for.
So you're just kind of hanging back and keeping an eye out.
Mhm.
Can you give me a perception check?
13.
Okay. So I'll let you know if you see anything from that. Then Zoldan, you're the next person to act. So you see kids just scrambling for these coins on the ground.
I start walking away, actually.
You start walking back towards Jaster.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you move away from the alleyway.
But I keep my eyes open.
Yep. So yeah, give me a perception check also.
Oh, goodness. That's a 9.
All right. So I'm going to roll a couple of dice here. That's 10 plus.
I was only just trying to help.
2.
Yeah, but
That's
con
quite
artists.
low.
goes unpunished.
Yes.
And that one's quite high.
Little
So,
kids. They're con
as
artists, learn how to roll
Zoldan
straight.
starts walking away from the alleyway, a couple of kids are going to begin rushing by the alleyway. I would say, so Jaster, you see one of these kids start to move through the crowd next to you as he begins to move towards Zoldan with your perception. And Zoldan, you'd see one of them as they begin walking by you very casually, you know, like they're in a hurry, and he goes to reach for something on your person.
Oh, I'm not letting that happen.
So you're aware of him, you'd be able to stop him.
Be like,
I wouldn't try it, children.
And the one kid kind of looks back at you and pauses for a second. However, Zoldan, if I could see your inventory for one moment, as you have missed one of these kids going by.
I'm scared. I fucked up.
You learn.
That's why you don't.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Did I lose all my gold?
I'm just doing some math, is all. So,
Now you might have to kill these kids.
No, I only lost about 100 gold.
that's all.
That's a lot.
That wasn't quite it, but yeah.
Actually, yeah. Before I do
Zoldan's not sure how much gold he's
Yeah, I was
missing.
about to say.
Wasn't 11. So you've missed as one of these kids go by. Just a light jingling sound of coins and tiny feet that run down the street.
actually, before Allison, really.
Here, what, the section?
Shaking the dice.
Yeah, side effects. Yeah, side effects.
I'm more
Sorry.
focused on the rest of the children around.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see these two kids though. So you have actively stopped these two kids. They went to go by you.
Mm-hmm. Like, you really want to try that? Energy starts flowing from him.
The one kid kind of reels back, and the one still looking back towards Jaster. The kid goes, "Oh no, it was nothing, an honest mistake, sir. I didn't mean to bump into you."
Then I'm gonna do.
So while we're still in initiative, the one kid scrambles down the alleyway fast as he can. The one who blew the whistle just runs off. Then it would be back to Jaster's turn.
I'm gonna take my mask off and stare one of the kids down.
Oh! Nightmare fuel!
Can you give me an intimidation check with advantage?
Nightmare fuel.
As this giant tree man pulls off this wooden mask to reveal just a mouth with no eyes or nose.
Oh, that's terrible.
Am I able to roll intimidation because of my energy or no?
Not yet.
Only a 14.
Only a 14.
Only a 14.
So, this kid is going to just turn and go, "Ah! A monster! Run!" And he's going to go to, like, just bail out of here if you don't do anything to stop him. And then Zoldan, it's your turn.
I'm gonna just have like energy roll off because I don't want to harm anyone.
Yeah.
And these are just kids; they don't know any better.
Yeah.
My character's like, if I ever catch you stealing again, I will report you to the authorities, and there is no way you can outrun the thunderclap.
And then are you doing a some kind of effect to add to this?
Actually, yeah, thaumaturgy.
So, like the crackle of thunder booming as you're talking?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say this would be just like automatic success off that. It's like the one kid starts running off with a monster! And you just go... The phone ringing. So, as this rock and roll music blares from Zoldan's mask,
Yes!
the
Perfect
kid just
timing.
turns and goes, "Oh, I'd never steal again if I didn't have to, but they make us!" and he's going to start running down the street.
Before you leave, who?
He keeps running if you don't go to do anything to stop him.
Should we? I'm actually gonna be.
Side quest.
Let's see.
Oh no.
Let's see. Let's see.
Okay. So the kid tries to run.
I don't think I can really do.
No.
I'm looking because I don't want to hurt him. That's the problem. They're just kids.
Yes. What kind of evil people would use kids against you?
Gee, I wonder who.
I don't think gust of wind is going to help because that would damage him.
No, that would probably push him away from you, if anything. But, so, like, with your turn, you know, trying to intimidate him with this thaumaturgy, the kids are going to try and run a full 60 foot away. So if you don't do anything to attack him...
If I attack him, it'll give the wrong idea, too.
You could always do the non-lethal damage.
Unfortunately, this is a crowded area.
Yeah, I would say there are a lot of people around you. Starting, you know, you see heads start to turn as this is happening. You see a couple people go, "Oh, those damn brats! Check your coin purses."
Do I want to be an asshole or do I want to be nice?
You're always nice.
You were being nice. You warned them. Oh, if they do it again, you'll report them.
What? Oh, I don't think I have that. Do I? No, I
Can you
don't.
see if you have rope?
I don't have rope.
Okay.
Yeah, freaking
Listen, you probably don't have time to form a lasso.
And I
either.
don't have time to do anything really.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
I know there's someone giving orders, so I think right now I'll let him go. But for now, I might have to watch. I might have to do some reconnaissance at some point.
Try and find out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Side quests, street urchins. Okay, so and then kind of looping back as you go, oh, you know, those damn kids start making their way away from you as you start heading towards the inn. We'll loop back to team group study.
Group
Before
study.
before he goes, he thanks you. My character thanks your character.
You see
Okay.
Jaster with the mask off, just making this horrifying face, you know, big toothy smile.
Okay, I kind of can imagine what it looks like underneath is King from the Owl House without his skull on his head. Like, have you seen a drawing? I'm not sure if you guys ever watched Owl House, but there's
Yes.
a drawing of him without his skull.
See, I
And it looks a
imagine
little
it's like,
freaky.
you know,
Amorphous,
barky skin, right?
kind of, yeah. There are sort of divots where his eyes might have been, but no scarring, really.
So, like, just, it's, you know, very, and he still has the eye holes, right?
No, more like
No,
skinned
so it's
over.
just flat, yeah. Smoothed over.
Even worse.
Like a Ken doll with the
Just like
paint
straight-
formed
Ugh.
off, you know.
Like Rorschach.
Yeah.
Hollow area where eyes should be. No nose, just flat on the face. But this big, toothy smile.
Yeah, now you got your
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of something like this
there.
almost, like that picture,
I
like
see.
that picture. Of
No
her.
eyes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Couldn't be.
Yeah.
So, to the group studying,
I
I'd
like
say
the silence.
you guys you're about an hour into your studies, so Frung's still locked in. Did you want to spend, or are you guys wanting to spend more time studying? I'd say right now,
Can I do another check for that book?
yeah, you could. You could repeat looking for it, keep looking around the library.
I got two.
A 2?
Yeah. So 5.
So 5 total. You still don't find this book. Are you spending your time looking for it, or are you...
Yeah.
So you're just looking around, you know, checking through all the books, trying to find this one on monsters.
Yeah.
While Jem is reading, Jem, could you give me an intelligence check?
Okay. Let's see.
As you're spending your
Yeah, that
time
was
studying through this book
Me and
on
Monty
jewelry.
Williams, That was funny.
Oh.
Side quests, urchins.
I just marked it on the
That's a 9 plus
Intelligence.
3.
Well, are you looking at save or intelligence as far as...
save.
So plus your intelligence bonus.
My intelligence. Okay, yeah, my intelligence bonus is +1. So.
You should say, might there be a better skill for that actually, because you might have a boost on. Because you're looking. I say if you have a higher history, you could use that too. So you're studying.
Yeah, history is still a +1.
So same thing. So it's just a flat 10.
Yeah.
So I'd say with a 10, looking through there, trying to gather more information, you'll find the fine details of names and stuff. You're not getting too much from it, you know. None of these names really stand out. It's a history book, you know, categorizing different kind of jewelers. People came up with different patterns of gems, different designs of how to wear them, how to fit them onto jewelry, improvements to make stuff less clunky and more fine.
Yeah, Jen will probably feel a little irritated by that because she really wants to know why the tiara is like so familiar to her.
I'd say though, as you're reading, you like start to get this familiar sense as you're looking through this book. You know, a lot of these designs, they feel familiar to you. You start to feel like some forgotten skills are starting to come back to you. So I would say you could make a note that you're in progress to gaining proficiency with jeweler's tools.
That's cool. Maybe that was your family's thing.
Who knows? Jim does, just not yet.
Yep.
Then Vosh,
Yeah.
you're just
No, sorry, I was gonna do one thing. Since she's a fairy, and she just reached level 5, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do this one little skill that she learned her that because kind of introduce it.
yeah.
If that's all right. She learns enlarge and reduce. So
Yeah.
would it be kind of funny if she accidentally made the book like larger for some reason?
So you're kind of getting frustrated with this and start flitting around your hands as this new magic is welling through you. You're getting tired of it, and you just add more weight to this book, make the pages bigger. Trying to find this, you try to find, you're having trouble reading this one part where it's just this tiny text of this boring encyclopedia.
And
You just grow the book in size. Goes to about the size of Vosh.
Hey.
What the heck? Did I do that?
Large print.
Basically.
Speaking of Vosh, so before your studying was interrupted, you were looking through this book on the legend of Tiamat.
Yep.
Can I just have a baseline intelligence roll from you? Or again, history too would work as well.
Yeah. It's gonna be the same either way.
Either way, right?
That's gonna be a 12.
A 12 total. So
Yep.
as you're reading through, you'll get the general ideas it's talking about Tiamat. Again, it's talking about this ancient and powerful dragon goddess. Yeah, it'd give you a lot of information you, as a kobold who lived under a very knowledgeable dragon, would already know. You start looking through stories of the chromats and the metalloids, how Tiamat is the queen of them,
Yes.
and how she often sends these evil dragons to do her bidding. But you have to dig a bit deeper into this book to try and find more specific information on these dragons.
I would try to do that. Yeah.
But this is a massive book. I'd say you're about at the part where it starts talking about wars between chromats and metalloids and skimming through.
Oh my gosh, this is just history again.
It is in fact a history book.
I know, but I mean, for it's just like this is stuff I already know. I know this. I know this.
So some frustration building.
Some frustration building.
Frog just intently focused on his studies.
Mm-hmm.
A very practiced, arcane,
Well,
Using fireball first.
seeing as I'm
fireball.
Could
See-
I go up to Frog and ask if he could help me find it? Since he kind of knows.
There you go.
seeing as I'm like frustrating over there.
I feel like it turns into a chain as you walk over to Frog and start talking. It's almost simultaneous that Frog and the old man at the desk both shush you. You get the double shh.
I just go back to look at them.
Scouted. You see as you start looking through shelves again, the old man starts dozing off. So, as this carries on,
Frustration.
we're going to loop back. Oh, also, sorry, just before we do, so you want to keep looking for that book, right, Hanu? And did you want to keep looking through this book, Jim?
Yeah, I think right now she's kind of fascinated by her new power that she just unlocked.
Just playing around with it, kind of goofing around in the spare time.
Got distracted.
I'm still
by
trying
her
to. Yeah, I'm
powers.
going deeper in.
Vosh is looking deeper into his research.
Even though frustration is setting in.
So we'll loop back to Jaster and to Zoldan. You guys would now arrive at the inn. You would see this inn is a fairly humble-looking place. It's a 2-story building, quite large compared to some of the houses. A lot of the houses here, just ordinary wood construction. I'd say the inn does have some stone accents for the base, where it looks a bit better built. Nicer design for the windows. And you see the design out front is fairly nicely painted on a picture of a pear still growing on a tree branch, painted on nicely. It looks fresh and ripe. And
Does it look like they're
ye
unsavory
old
people?
pear.
I'm trying to figure out the pun here.
No, there's no pun for ye old pear. Yeah, we did that one last time, remember? Random generation.
Oh yeah, you did say
In the corny area.
No pears here. No, but so as you look inside, what?
I could have done Zone of Truth on the kid.
That would have been really useful earlier.
Well, I'm sorry. It was spur of the moment.
Oh, you're okay.
This is why
It's
players
new
always
spells.
must check
It's-
their spells and feats.
This is new abilities Zoldan has gained that he perhaps wasn't thinking of at the moment. He was giving the benefit of the doubt to these children.
Mm-hmm.
But as you look inside Yield Pair, you'd see it's towards midday, maybe. Well, you had a little bit of time pass, maybe closer to like end of time where a lot of people are getting off of work. You'd see a lot of average-looking folks in there. You look inside, the staff looks friendly. There's people starting to enjoy some drinks and hot food.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty nice inside. Looks comfortable.
We're gonna need a base for a little bit of time, so my character is gonna go up and like, "Hello, how are you?"
So you'd walk up.
This holy fallen angel.
Yeah. So we have the tree man, and again, it's like the purplish black skin, right?
Yeah.
As ASMR.
Walking
With
to the
white
bar.
hair and
And
all
what
that.
your eyes look like again? Were they?
They're white, pretty much.
It's like the all white eyes. So you walk up, and what you say? As you come in, you see in this bustling room, there'd be a couple of women. One rushing around, bringing a bunch of people drinks and food, and then one is behind the bar. It's this halfling woman, very homely look to her, brown hair, hair kind of back. I don't remember what it is. What's the cloth thing they use tie it back?
I don't remember what they're called.
I won't remember. Yeah, bandana works. That's about right. Nice red and white outfit matching what the other ladies wearing, rushing around, bringing people food.
Mm-hmm.
She turned towards you. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. Can I get you something to drink? As she's rushing around back and forth, bringing a bunch of people drinks. It's starting to get towards a busy time.
Like, so I guess it must be busy hours right now at this point.
Oh yes, everybody's getting off work.
Dang. I have to ask, how much is it for a few rooms for how many days?
A few rooms. Let me see. She's still wandering back and forth, pouring drinks, filling
He's
stuff
gotta be
up.
very kind, be like, take your time, no rush.
Of course. Wouldn't dream of rushing. And she starts rushing. And she goes from pouring like maybe 5 or 6 more drinks and handing them off to this other lady. You see as she's rushing by, pretty striking resemblance between the two. Figure probably sisters. And then she makes her way back to you. Now you said you wanted rooms. Were you wanting rooms with meals included?
Yes.
All right. So with meals included, one room for 2 people and 2 meals included would be 5 gold a night.
5 gold a night?
Yes.
He looks at you like,
Okay.
should we do
4 rooms?
well, 3 rooms or
We
2?
got what, 2, 4, 6 people?
We got 6 people, yeah. If people don't mind sleeping in the same room.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
right.
yeah, I was about to say.
I
I
mean,
probably
me
like
or me,
everybody
yeah,
was
that's
all
it.
sheep
We
in the room.
Bunk up.
Yeah.
We're not even there yet, so we're just like, you guys are making the
I mean, what are
decision.
you guys getting?
Depending on how many days we also spend here.
Yeah, we really don't know how long we're gonna be here.
So should we do 100 gold actually?
Is there a weekly rate on this?
Mm, if you did a week, I could do 30 gold for the week.
Let's do that.
Per room.
Yeah, we'll get 3 rooms at that.
Way back.
Alright, so that'd be 90 gold. So who's paying?
Pulling it out of the purple bag.
I guess she's pulled out of the coin purse.
Yeah.
Bottomless coin purse.
Hold on a second. Let me
So she'd give you 3 keys for 3 rooms. They'd be numbered 4, 5, and 6.
But this time, since he knows these are good people, this point he's going to leave a 5 gold tip on the table for her.
So, unto part of the discount Jester got, leave a tip.
Yeah, I mean, be nice to those and be kind to others.
So breakfast is put out in the mornings, and then you can come down for dinner whenever you're feeling it, as long as it's not too close to close.
That's fine. That works.
Afraid lunch usually isn't included, but you get breakfast and dinner.
And he looks at he would look at his coin purse and it's a little bit lighter now.
Yeah, so
He looks
if you
up-
look at your coin purse, what you'd like to do, if you as the character don't remember, see
Yeah.
if Zoldan remembers how much gold he had.
Yeah, you're like,
You could do an intelligence check if you want to try and figure out how much gold you're missing.
might as well. I mean, there's a lot of gold in there too.
Yeah, you had an amount.
Yeah, I'm a little lighter, but not much. Let's see. Intelligence roll?
Yeah.
So regular intelligence plus 1 on the intelligence. That's
So 15. With a 15, you can tell you're missing about 85 gold.
oof. You're like, those street urchins must have gotten some of that gold.
Good deed goes
You should
unpunished.
have paid attention.
Yeah, I should have, but
You
It
didn't.
didn't help that you chased them.
I was curious, and now it seems like they're taking orders from someone.
Eh, it'll sort itself out.
I don't know about that, but who knows?
What if it goes unchecked? Like it gets stronger.
True.
Besides, if they start stealing from other people, it could cause chaos.
Chaos. Yeah.
What's going to happen if
Yeah,
they
it
steal
could.
from a noble? What do you think is going to happen?
Not me.
Also, Jaster and Zoldan. So you guys can set up in these rooms, and she doesn't want to do anything. It's
So before he,
3, 4 o'clock.
before he goes, he asks, like, is there a place of worship around here?
Oh, yes. Well, that depends on which god you worship. I know there's... Oh, by the way, sorry, I said one thing wrong. Sorry, they wouldn't have directed you to the Church of Shadows for Hanu. They would have directed you to the Shrine to the Raven Queen.
There is a shrine.
Oops. Now, so the Church of Shadows might have some information on it, but there is specifically a shrine dedicated to the Raven Queen here. They would ask, like, well, that depends on your religion. There's a Church of Light, a Church of Shadows. They cover a bulk of the common worships. A couple of small shrines around. I mean, who do you worship?
Whore.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, the name. Whore. Whore.
I have also pronounced this Hoar the entire time.
I know. I was just gonna say
He's
like
the only
I'm
one who
sorry.
does.
I'm
My
sorry.
God is a whore.
People who are listening, I am sorry. It's just that name can be hard to pronounce.
Hoa.
It's
Whore.
Hoa. Two
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You know, I think I heard... I'm sure someone said it once. I think there was a small shrine dedicated to him. Let's see. I think it was out back of the Church of Light. I believe there was a small shrine by the water.
Really? Well, that'll be
Right next to
interesting.
the outhouse.
Takes a shit.
They get confused all the time. Well, but yes, might be a good place for you to check out.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes.
He's gonna start heading out. Like, I'll be back, I guess, later on tonight.
Alright, so we'll split the party further.
Look, he doesn't know what he's gonna do.
Yep. Okay, so you want to make your way towards this other church to go check out that shrine?
Look, that's his god. If you think about it.
Alright. So,
I was gonna ask the
Oh, wait.
bartender or
so you're splitting off that way.
Wait a minute.
Mhm.
I think right now with how I actually got robbed,
Yeah.
it's not a good idea.
I
was gonna
would agree there.
Yeah, I might wait. He was about to walk out the door. I'm like, I'll just wait for a minute.
So, Jaster, what are you asking then?
Gonna put 20 gold on the counter and ask the bartender if they know anything about any potential newcomers to town,
Besides us.
half gnomes.
Mmm.
No bitch newcomers.
Mmm. That's a tricky one. Mmm. I'm going to roll something here. One moment. Mmm. Alright, so with that roll, she's going to scratch her chin for a moment. Goes to like pouring a drink. Let me think. I do remember seeing him. I remember him because he was quite the unusual fellow. Quite stocky for a gnome. Looked to have some dwarvish blood to him. I remember he had stopped through the town some time ago. But rumor had it he was headed up north. I'm trying to remember which town it was. Let me see. What town was it? The DM pauses for as he tries to look at his notes. Yes, I think he had said he was headed to Oakhaven. But that area, it's northeast of the mountain that they've now started calling the Dragon Spire. But that town's been destroyed. I'm not sure if you'd still be able to find this, was he a friend of yours?
You could say that. It's, he owes me a debt.
Oh, well, I don't know if it'd be worth the trouble of trying to collect if he's in Oakhaven. That dragon is said to be prowling somewhere around there now. They're worried he's going to make his way here. But that's just whispers throughout the city.
It's much appreciated.
I probably should put some gold in the table for actually information as well.
Well, that's what he did already. He'd put 20 down. Actually, that's as you're walking over, deciding if you want to go. We're just having this little conversation.
Yeah, and he decides to stay back because he doesn't even go out there anymore right now.
So you guys just hang up having this conversation. And then we'll loop back to the library nerds. You're still looking for the book?
Yeah, if I could. One more.
One more time, searching for the book.
This is a 18.
An 18 total?
Yep, 18 total.
So with an 18 total, and with the amount of time you've spent, you find, hidden away, actually just, and this is where your surprise comes into place. You had been expecting this book to be on one of the shelves, but as this class with these children begins wrapping up, you just happen to glance at one of the kids that's been laughing in the back of the classroom, and you see he sneakily pulls a book out from in this little cubby hole of the desk, and you see the title as Monsters of the Realm.
So
And he starts sneaking in little pictures and just showing it off to his friends. Look, this one's called Hogorblin. He's some kind of I think he's got like laser eyes or something. And I heard he can breathe fire.
Alright. Can I go over to him?
Yeah.
Be like, I'm looking for that book. May I have it?
He kind of looks like he's been caught and like slides back in the desk. I don't know what book you're talking about. I don't have any books.
Yes, you do. I saw it.
No. Don't tell the teacher I've got this one. We're not supposed to read it. It's too mature for us.
I won't tell her if you let me have it. I just need to read it for a minute. You can come and get it from me when you're done.
Can you do one thing for me?
Sure.
Can you tell me what this one is?
Sure.
And he opens the page, and you see inside the book, it is a picture of a succubus.
Oh no!
Oh
This one you need to wait until you're older.
I would tell him that's a succubus.
no! Oh my god!
You could ask your parents about that when you're older.
I want to find one. Do you think they'd have one, like, nearby?
No!
I don't know.
Run
I
away.
don't know, man, but,
Run very, very far.
but they're fun.
Oh, God. Honey, what are you doing?
Just trying to get my book.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
he'll begrudgingly hand over the book. He, like, starts to go to grab from it, and he's kind of tugging back. You kind of snatch it away.
I'll put a little bookmark on that page, and I'll be like, you can have it when I'm done. Just make sure the pages aren't sticky.
Sticky and indeed sensible.
No, the lore master doesn't let us have candy in the library.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, sure.
No, I think the floor and the pages are gonna be extra sticky one time soon.
From the desk.
No.
Of course, it gets to sneak candy to the library.
So we loop back to, let's go with Vosh. Just give me an intelligence check with what you've got left.
Oof.
A 3.
3 plus 1, so that's 4.
So I'd say at this point you're getting burnt out from reading through this history book. It's just, and I imagine it's Frug looking over like amateur as he sees, glazing over.
I'm barely noticing what he's doing. I'm too focused.
I realize your glances over and he's just like doodling a picture of a dragon on a piece of paper next to him. At this point, you're not getting anything from this book. You're just too burnt out from trying to study this.
Did I get anything at all, though, from what I did read? Or
With a
did
4? No.
Well, I mean, from the... Well...
You could always try more in some downtime, see if you can gather any weaknesses of this dragon.
Okay. I think I need to take a breather.
And then we'll get back to Jim. Jim, as you have enlarged this book... Oh, sorry, did you say you're goofing around, right?
I was goofing around, and I probably will, like, try
Dang
to
it.
find one of these guys.
So I feel like you're goofing around, playing with books, just kind of
And just kind of, like,
flitting
making
through
it,
them.
like, big, small.
And you're just overhearing this conversation Hanu's having.
And just like, wait, what? Wait, he did not just say what I said.
Yes, he did.
Like, oh wait, did you hear it?
Oh, I heard it. I'm too burnt out on what I'm reading, so of course I heard it.
And so that's where you're snapped back.
Yeah.
And she was just kind of like a little disgusted, like, those are not children.
He has no
He
idea
asked
what
the
I was
question.
talking about.
Uh,
I was so excited to show my new card, but I think I'll just go back to read and try to read.
well, let's say, so at this point it is getting later into the evening as you spent this hours sort of reading through while they've been getting situated, and it's probably going towards, dusk.
I know.
I would-
We wanted to do something funny, honey, and like show maybe Vosh my new powers and I don't know, accidentally grow
Grow Vosh bigger.
a little bigger. You just imagine like a big football, like.
Well, he does normally grow to bigger than that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can make it bigger than that.
You make Vosh normal sized
Okay.
Hey, what?
off just one cast.
Ooh.
I know how to make things big now and small.
Shh. Ah, crap.
So, at a certain point, I'd say you have definitely finished your fireball and have started copying down the, you were copying down the sending spell, right?
Yes.
So,
You're probably an hour into that. The lore master would let you all know that the stone tablet is closing for the evening. If you wanted to take any of the books you guys have found with you, you would have to leave a deposit with the library based on what book it is.
What would it be for this one?
50 gold.
Okay.
Oh wait.
So you just have to leave 50 gold with them that you would
Okay.
get back on the return
Yep.
of the book.
I'll just put it right underneath here. So. Yep. Thank you.
Didn't we have to get a reward from that doing all that stuff in
Yeah.
the cart?
That
Yeah,
you're supposed to receive
tomorrow.
in the morning.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're waiting to verify the information and then they can pay
Okay,
you.
my bad.
They
Sorry.
paid us for the first part of the.
Yeah, we didn't get the
My bad.
Yeah.
I
They
can
just not
send
for
With
the.
the bounty they're waiting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I would
bounty.
ask him, is
So
there
you
any
can
way
do
we
that.
could
Whatever
buy
else.
Yeah.
Huh?
Could I buy one of these books from the stone tablet? Or is this just a more of a rental?
So, unfortunately, some of these books we have copies of, but the ones you found are quite rare. That I only have one copy of.
Alright,
I understand.
I want to take both of the books.
I'll make sure
There's
it
the one
gets
on
back
the
to you.
Raven
Yep.
Queen and then
The one on the
monster.
Raven Queen, they would have a duplicate of.
Oh, okay. Could I
So
buy
you'd be able to purchase that.
I want to buy
for-
that one.
That one would be 25 gold to purchase, as it's something they could get another one of. The one gold, you'd have to put a 50 gold deposit on.
75 gold.
Yes. So 50 you could get back upon returning the Monsters of the Realm book.
Yeah, and I'm definitely just when I'm calmed down and
Do you guys want to make your
Relax,
way
I'm going
towards
back
the
to
inn
reading
at
it.
this point?
yes.
How'd you guys make out?
Very
Nah,
good.
I burnt out.
Yeah, I can
What
see
I was
that.
looking for.
I don't read books that often.
I can tell.
Eh,
And a little start.
Good.
The
Sounds
discussion that
good.
I'm gonna
Better
have
let
with
me
Kyle, but-
practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Eh,
I can imagine.
But I can make things bigger now and smaller.
Making my way back to the
The
tavern.
kid can do that too.
I would. Hanu, you have a dirty mind.
We're sorry, viewers, for listening to this.
I just remember those days.
I was waiting for that slip.
And I think that's a good point
For pausing.
for our first break. We'll be back for part 2.
And hopefully you remembered on